Hey guys, welcome to eRebuilds. So today's video we're going to show you how we pull the front on this 2014 Nissan 370, guys. So in the previous videos we show you how we dismantle the whole complete front so we can get it down right here so we can get to the rails. So now we'll show you how we start the pulling process. So this is a tram gauge that I have here. So this could take some of the guessing of where it's supposed to pull and stop the rails. So this will take a lot of guess out of that, out of the pulling. It have measurements and stuff on here. So you could go by factory measurements and stuff. But because this vehicle just swing right over a tram, as long as you tram it out, that means the front is square, guys. So we have the way we're going to start this pulling process. Because the front, it take the impact of the collision right here in the front and swing it. So as you can see, there's no damages up in the cowling section and stuff like that, up in the firewall. So you know that these points here didn't move. So as you can see, the rails right here is still straight. Doors opening and closing fine. So we're going to start to use a reference point right here by the hinge, where the hinge bolts on top of the fender rail. So this is going to be our reference point right here. And right here is the next reference point. So to set the gauge up, this will show me how far out the front of this car is. All right, so because that, I would start from measuring it from this angle because of it was pushed over to the left. So in the front, I use the front part of the hinge. So in the front, so guys, and we bought this strap right here from Auto Body Tool Mart. Very good. So in the front, as you can see, this is where the radiator support bolts up to. So we use this as a reference point because as you can see, it's not damaged. So if this was damaged, you'll have to just pick another reference point at the tip of the chassis and stuff like that. Or you can come where the radiator support and pick a reference point because it will all fall right back in line. So we just use this as a reference point right here. All right. So now we just switch it over to the other side. And that would tell us where we're at. So as you can see, let me get a measuring tape and I'll give you an idea of how far the rails. I have a measuring tape. So this will give me a good idea. This will give me a good idea of how far the rails is pushed over. So we're looking at roughly we take it to the outside layer. So I figure at least about 6 inches. About 6 inches is pushed over. So we're gonna put a clamp on here and start to do some pulling, guys. Turn the compressor on. So guys, as I explained earlier, if you hear some noise in the background, that's the heater that is going. See, I had to put my jacket on. Instead of putting the big heater on, that would make a lot more noise. They put a small heater on. So we'll start by putting a clamp onto this bar right here. Because we could have used this strap and put it here, but I want to start with the tips. Pulling back over from the tip first, and then we'll put a strap here. So let's get the strap out of the way. And this bar is aluminum. But the reason why I put this clamp on here is because it kind of thick in the back, so it will be able to hold and pull. But under normal circumstances, like if it was for the front, I can put that clamp on there because it will just rip right off. Because this aluminum won't be able to hold it. But because the back part of the bumper bar is pretty much thick in the back, I can put that there and pull. So let's set the pull up. my chain is kind of running up, so I want to bring that down. That way, don't pull the chassis up in the air. We don't need the chassis to go up in the air, so we're going to drop that down a little bit. So then we will have to just turn around then and pull it back down. So instead of doing that, right, so we want to put it there. We just have to tighten up on this chain. There again, guys. As you can see, it's coming over. So what you do is just hold a little bit of pressure there. Then we're going to introduce the sledge, which is Percy. So we want to hit right here and hit here. That will help bounce the front of this around some more. So let's get the sledgehammer. So I use a chisel like this, so I can get to hit the edges. So I really need to get over this side. So we take the jacket off. Then we get a little more, get comfortable. Let's move this out of there. So we get in here. Now we're gonna hit it right here. That will hold the pull. So the reason for hitting here, that will help it to release the stress that's in here, so that it don't go back over this way. So we put some more. Put some more. So you can see, guys, the chassis right here is starting to crack. So what they're gonna do is just weld right here. But you don't want it to bust right off, because then that's gonna be a problem. So you keep your pressure on it, and we put the MIG welder and weld it. Put some welding over here. So this side here is almost straight already. So let's cut this off. We're gonna hit the same process what we did here in the back. We can do it inside. That way that it will snap that rail back around. So we can hit over here first, and then we go over there and snap that rail. So you always gotta be careful when you're walking around this chain because you got under a lot of pressure. So with this, and the reason why I use a chisel rather than a spoon dolly, because the chisel is going to bite into the metal and it won't slip. So if I use a spoon dolly, it would tend to slide off. So I use the chisel. All right. So on this rail, move my mic a little bit. On this rail, we're gonna hit on the inside. So we hit it like here. And we get underneath and hit it underneath. So see guys, we tilt the chain downward and then pull this rail down. But that's okay because we could lift this up. So let's take a rough measurement again to see where we at. So guys, you see why I had to move the brackets, I moved the alternator and power steering so we could get to hit that king right there. We still got to open up a box in the back to dress it up. But it's pretty much pretty much move already. So this, we can change this. That's just to release a lot of the stress off of the rails. So we take a rough measurement to see what that pull did. All right, we did start from over here. So we're gonna bring the gauge out some more. So remember where we at. From that point to right here. That's where the radial support bolt on. So these ears got to be correct. If not, the radial support not going to hold. It's not going to line up properly. So guys, you can see what part we at already. So we just got to come over roughly about an inch, and we're there already, and just we'll line the rails up, as you can see. So we pull it at least an inch more, and the whole front come over. Well, we're going to release it, tighten the chain up, and go again. So guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys, for the big mean machine. Big green mean machine. So pull these rails right back in line. So we're going to do a straight pull. So we put a bracket on here. We show you how we do that. And then we'll just dolly this up nice. And then we'll measure the towers. Because we got to measure the towers out. So we make sure the strut towers is correct. So pretty much we're already close to home already with this pull already. All right, guys. So we can put the gauge across here again. Just to get an understanding of where we at. So we start from this side over here. We're right at that point. So let's go over this way. Run from right to left. So we're out at least about 2 inches. So we're out about 2 inches, guys. So we can continue pulling this way, and we'll get to 2 inches. But to make this process a lot faster, I'm gonna implement another pull. So we can raise this chain, because as you can see, you know, let's put a level on here and see how far out the rails is. Because I know we got to put a down pull on that rail because we have a little kink over here. Because when we pull it back over, this rail, normally that process, when you pull a swing over, one rail tends to go down and next rail tends to come up, so you got to level them off. So this rail, you can see have a little kink here. So which means this rail come up a little bit. So let's get a level and put on there to see how far out we are. So we got a level here, and we use this on our Dodge Charger. So let's see how far out. And the reason why I'm putting it on top of these two brackets here, guys, is because these brackets are where they're ready to support bolts onto. So these have to be level. So that when they're ready to support come and bolt right in here, it's fiberglass. So there's no room for error. You can't play with it. It's not metal. It's not you're gonna weld it in. It gotta be precise. So it's level on here. So this level is showing me that this side, so about a quarter inch, we're level. So that kink that I'm seeing over there, when I move this rail down at least a quarter inch, that would level out right here. And to me, a quarter inch in body work is a lot. So we still gotta dress this rail up because it got some kinks under here. And the way we do that, these rails going together in two sections. We're not cutting anything, we're not cutting the rails off. All we're doing is just taking the outside skin. They're going in sections, so you just gotta drill them out. Take it out, dress up in here nice, and then you weld them back in. So we're not cutting the rails, none of that stuff. So, and with this dent right here, there's no other way to get it out by taking the outside layer of the rail off, because it's going to get in two sections. There's an inner and there's an outer. So you just remove the outer. The inner is complete. You have a full strength. And you just put a straight pull on here. That way you can pick the pressure up and knock this out. And that's how you get that out, guys. So I need this to come over at 2 inches. So this is how I'm gonna approach this pull to get that 2 inches once and for all. So I'm gonna raise this up. So I'll raise the chain up. Back up in the air. Remember, we are lowered. So we bring it back up in the air now. Right? And now we said we could get at least one more link tightened up. Yes, we did get one link. So the pull that I have in mind here, we can use a double chain on here. So we can put this, will be holding for the right rail, so we can help the left rail to come by using that strap right there. So we introduce this strap on this pull, but I need to put some rag around here, that way that it don't bust the strap, because it would, this would tear the strap, and you don't want that because the strap is expensive. So let's get some rags and put on here. Put some towels over here. That would stop it. That bracket from cutting into the strap. So we put this over there to help cushion. Now we'll put this over here. Put this around the rail, like this. And this will help us with the next pull that we got to put on here. So we could go all right, so you got it. So move. So we kind of move. So we bring it along this. So this will use. Now you see like that. Oh, we keep it on that rail. It's not here, but we get in. Oh, we put it that way. We got to on this right here. It's always everything. We have to bind it. So this will be using it. We put it here. That will help. Bring. So this is like we have two towers. We got two towers. We put a strap over here. Put a pull here. And that will shift it a lot faster. So let's put it, see how effective the strap is. So guys, as you can see, it started to move already. So we got a double on there. So the strap is pulling tight. The strap is working. And we had a kink here, and because of pulling it over like this, that kink is gone. So you see how we just pulled it, guys? So pretty much it shifted the whole front over. So now we get in the back of here, and we're gonna hit like what we did the last time. So we see a crack open up here, so we just gotta put a well on that. We don't want the rail to crack, so we just put a well on there. And if you ask me, I think that 2 inches, we already got it already. So I don't even have to hit it, and you can see that it's already over already. Not over too much. So let's put the measuring tape, the gauge on there again. So we always start from the side where the collision happened. So we start from here, right there. Guys, as I said, the reason why we're using this reference point here, because the readiness support bolt on is fiberglass and it bolts on to these brackets, so these brackets got to be correct. So we need to come over about half an inch. So we move from 2 inches to now about a half an inch. So we can go again. So we're going to take this over about a half an inch more. Guys, to get it to stay that half an inch, that way we want, we will just do the process like what we did a little while ago. We hit it in here. And hit it out of here. We do the other side. Guys, and you see the big green mean machine in action, guys. That's what we're talking about. And it's always good to hit and release the stress on the frame. All right. So we're looking nice here. So you can see that rail. Let's measure again. So you can see right there. And right there, guys. See it fall right where we want to get it? So, you know the front is square right there. So we just gotta level the rails up, guys. Stay tuned for the process, guys. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. For you guys that haven't subscribed to the channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal. Help us get to 2,000 subscribers, guys. And for those who subscribe to the channel, thanks for subscribing and believing in us, guys. So let's put the level on here just to see where we at as far as level is concerned. So we still got to take it up a 1/4 inch over here. So we got to bring that down a 1/4 inch to get that kink out. So we could also check it by the towers. So because the engine is in the way, the level can't sit right across it here. So we use the tram gauge Let's get another pin. Oh, we got a pin right here. So we have 2 pins that's the same. So we want to level this up. Make sure we got it on the right measurements right here. And it's flush on the top. So we do the same thing. Put it on the same measurements. Flush on the top. So we have a hole right here on the tower. And one right here in the same location. So you can see that this tower and this tower pretty much the same. So we place the gauge right across the tower to do for leveling, just to see where the towers level up. So we place it right there. So either one of these towers that out of line, we will know in conjunction with the rail. So we just put this on top of here. So pretty much the tower up here is level. So it's just the tip of the rail that need to go down, because this is showing level right here. Because the car is level, we're on the jack stand, this floor is level. So we just got to open that up to get that kink out. And we're level right there, guys. So we just got to level it up on the rail. Take the tip of this rail down, because when we pull, this rail, tip of the rail comes up like this. So now we just got to take it back down. And you can see it right here. And you can see the 1/4 inch right there we're talking about. Right. So we just got to level up the rails a 1/4 inch. Because we already got our measurements crisscross already. And then we just got to dolly up all this stuff. And that's it. And we're ready to, because we're going to change these brackets right here. Not this right here. This is good. We're going to change this bracket. We're going to put a new one on here. And we're going to put a new one on here. We're going to change these upper brackets right here. It's damaged, so we just change them, clean up in here nice, and get ready to build this project. So I'm happy. So far, so good. So guys, give a thumbs up for the big, green, mean machine that we build right here. E-Rebuilds. Peace. We're out.